Hello and welcome to Home Studio. Today I'm going to give you a small workout that is inspired by the ballet Barre. So it's a very beginner workout to start studying a little bit of movement for the feet, the ankles, the hips, and then the spine at the Barre. So if you are staying at home, you could use a chair instead of a Barre. I'm going to use a chair. And we're going to stand in front of the chair or the Barre with parallel feet. And we're just going to lift the right heel off the floor and then pointing the foot. We're just touching the floor with the toes. Now we're going to just fold the toes so that we can have the front of the foot on the floor and then we can place the heel down. Same thing with the left. Lift the heel, point the foot, toes down and then heel down. As we do these movements, we try to send the tailbone down towards the heels. We try to engage the abs and pull up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are relaxed, collarbones are wide open, and arms are the hands are on the chair but very light. So we do it again with the right foot, lifting the heel, pointing the foot, toes on the floor, heel back on the floor, keep lifting up, peel the heel off, then the toes are on the floor, then the heel. Okay, so from here we're going to try some pliés. So just folding at the ankles and knees, the back is straight. So it's like we have our backs against an imaginary wall. So we don't want to lean forward, we don't want to arc to the back, but we're just sliding down onto one line. So we go plié as much as you can without lifting the heels off the floor. So heels are on the floor, but all of the foot is on the floor. Press onto your feet, come back with straight legs. And again, flex and extend. And once more, plié and then extend. We're going to go into relevés from here. So we're going to lift the heels off the floor and just balance onto the front of your foot. Try to keep the same length. Here, try not to lean forward. Try to keep the hips on top of your toes. And then lower down with control. Knees are straight. And again, shifting the weight onto the balls of the feet. Lift onto your toes. And then lower your heels. And one last time, lift. And then lower. Now we're going to combine the pliés and the relevés. So we're going to plié first, then relevé. Then push into the balls of the feet to go into a full straight leg relevé and then lower. Once more, plié, relevé, press up and lower. Let's reverse the movement. So we go into a relevé first, then plié, backs are straight, then heels down and extend, relevé, tall body, and then plié, heels down and extend. Well done. From here we're going to go do the same thing in a turnout. So find your turnout so that you can feel the rotation out from your hips. Feet are on the floor, toes are on the floor. All the 5 toes are on the floor, even the little toe. So make sure you're not leaning onto your weight towards your big toe. We're going to have all of the foot on the floor. So we start with warming up the feet here. Send your tailbone down, engage your abs, knees are straight, Peel the right heel off the floor, then point the foot. Lower the toes and then the heel. You are on 2 feet again. Now, weight shifting onto the right foot, peeling the left heel off the floor, then point your toes, curl your toes forward, and then back onto both feet. Once more with the right. Toes and heel down, and really push the arc of your foot forward and then back onto 2 feet. Let's do pliés here. Make sure as you go into a plié, a turnout plié, that make sure you keep the turnout so that the knee is aligned with the second toe, and then press onto your feet to come back to standing, and keep lengthening through the spine, keeping your shoulders soft and relaxed. Press onto your feet and squeeze your inner thighs together as you extend the knees. And again, bending the knees into a plié, pressing onto your feet, squeezing your inner thighs to go in back to standing. One last time, plié and extend. So from here, keeping your inner thighs squeezed together, keeping your tailbone down, keeping the connection in the front of your body, from your ribs down into your hip bones. We're going to press up into a releve. So press up onto the balls of the feet, directly up towards the ceiling. Keep lengthening as you lower your heels down with control. So make sure you're not hinging forward. You're going straight up into a releve and then straight down, lowering the heels with control. And again, up into a releve and down, squeezing your inner thighs. One more time, up and then lower. Let's combine the movements. So we're going to a plié, then releve, then press into the balls of the feet, up and lower, and again plié, releve, press up and squeeze the inner thighs to lower. One last time, plié, releve, up and squeeze your inner thighs down. Now reverse it. We go up into a releve, then plié, then reach down with your heels, then back to standing, and again releve, and plié, and heels down, and extend, releve. Keep lengthening through the spine, all the way down to your tailbone. Both directions is a double pull, and then lower. Okay, shake out your legs. You will feel the work in your glutes, in your inner thighs, a lot in your feet, and if you're pulling up, you will feel your abs engaged. So now we keep our turnout to mobilize the spine. So I'm going to turn a little bit this way, and so the bar is always a very, very soft tool that we use for balance. So it's not something we're going to grip into, and we're not going to lean into the bar either. We're balancing onto our feet. We don't use this as a support, more as a reference point. So we're going to move the spine from here. Legs are straight, knees are straight. Find a turnout into your hips, and you're going to release the left arm. The left arm is going to open to the side so that the end is in line with the shoulder. And from here, we're going into a side bend towards the right. And we're going to bring the left arm above the head and reach long into a side bend. From here, we're going to go back to standing. And then with the right arm to the side, all the way up, reach, breathing to legs are long. Once more, breathing in, into the side bend. Out, back to center. And again with the right, breathing in, into the long, nice and long side bend. And then back to center. Okay, now we're going to go into a back bend. So it's going to be just the upper spine that is going to bend to the back. It's going to extend. So we're going to try to keep this part of our body really, really stable by pulling down through the tailbone and up into the front, engaging those abdominals, engaging those glutes and inner thighs. So now we're going to lift the right arm up and we're going to turn the head towards the arm. So the left shoulder is still stays open to the side. From here, we're going to extend just the upper body by feeling the shoulder blades kind of sliding together in the middle of the spine and lengthen into the back. And then come back to center. And then with the left arm up, turn your head towards the left and reach back with both shoulders equally, shoulder blades sliding together into your back. And then back to center. And again with the right arm up, head turns to the right, reach long into the back, trying to keep your pelvis stable. And then with the left arm, keep reaching up, extend. And back to center. Okay, just shake your legs. Once more. Okay, so we move away for the bar and we finish with a stretch. So we have our feet turned out and with a stance that is slightly wider than the hips, arms to the side, and we're just going into a plie. And then extend. And again, plie. And pressing up. Once more, plie. Now just place your hands onto your knees and hinge forward with the upper body and just press with your hands onto your knee to just feel a little bit of a stretch into your inner thighs, pressing out and lowering the pelvis down a little bit more. And then we're turning our bodies towards the left and pushing with the right hand a little bit more into the right knee, rotating the spine. Back to center, now same thing towards the right, pressing with the left hand into the knee. And then back to center, press onto your feet, come back to standing, come back to a parallel position with your feet together, and then shift the weight onto your right foot and take the left foot with your left hand. Knees are joined together, keep lengthening up through the spine and just press the heel into your glute and feel the stretch in the front of your leg. Make sure you don't open the knee to the side. You want to keep your knees together, so it's okay if you cannot push the heel all the way onto your glute. It can be a little bit further away, but keep your knees together. Release and do the same thing to the other side. If you need it, you can also put your hand on the bar for balance. Otherwise, you can also check your balance. Keep your knees together, press the heel into your glute. You will feel a stretch in the front of the leg. And then release. And just your head turning to the right, back to center, to the left, back to center, to one side, back to center, to the other side, back to center, and all the way around to the front, side, to the back, side, and front, and then again to the side, to the back, side, front, and back to center. Thank you very much for training with me today. Subscribe to my channel. I'm posting a video every day, so I'll see you tomorrow.